Hello, all you lovely computer scientists. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be showing off selection with pseudocode. It is a lot more different to Python than any of the pseudocode so far, as it completely forgoes one of the main things of selection and completely adds a whole new thing that we need to think of when we're doing selection. So, a lot different to Python, but still quite understandable once you wrap your head around it for the first time. It's not new to pseudocode, and it's not unique to any other coding language either. And pseudocode has its own way of doing it. Obviously, you have your begin, tab open, begin, and your end, just like always. With pseudocode, it's always going to be that. If you don't see me do the begin and end, comment. You know? If I make a mistake, call me up on that. You know? Because if you're looking out for others' mistakes, you will also get better at it, you know? Learn from your mistakes, but also learn from others. Back to what it was. Pseudocode does have selection, so we'll see just an input. Input bar, and this is where pseudocode does selection. If var equals, and you do actually need to do the proper equals, comparative equal, not just assignment equal. If var equals, we'll say 1, then the then in pseudocode just stands for the colon in standard Python. Then you can have your outputs. So output and just cool or whatever. But here's where pseudocode gets a bit more straying from standard coding languages. You need to specify and I put Dina and if. You need to specify this whenever you use an if statement in pseudocode. It's between end and end if being the most common mistakes for people who have already learned a language, a coding languages, who then need to learn pseudocode for their qualifications. You end up forgetting to put the end if or the end. Usually not the beginning though, because you just start with that. But once again, I suggest that when you're writing an if variable, an if statement, end if, right? Remember to put it in there. Number one tip. So what it'll be is then is the equivalent of the colon, same as colon. So yeah. There are also your other statement bits. So else, if, because I don't do elif, then we'll just do bar, standards in between, and you still need the then. Then you also have else then. So yeah, these are the equivalents of if, elif, else. So yeah, thank you. Thank you all very, very much for watching the video. I do hope you learned just as much about pseudocode. And once again, just like yesterday, I do plan on, during the interim between the next video and this one, I do plan on finding a little bit of better software. But I hope that this little mini series is going to become a little bit more of a mainstay. So thank you for watching.